Hey, like that. This is my driver.
Is it?
It is a TS3.
Who would have guessed?
It's a beautiful driver, and you can see how much I'm hitting that middle toe. Look at my T-marks. Playing with Joost Loughton.
What a cool guy, eh?
Not only did I learn the context of swearing every sentence more than me, and the third arm drop, or whatever he called it. Is that what he called it?
Yeah.
I also looked at his driving, it looked long, and it wasn't, it was standard. And then I realised as we were filming that I've still got a shaft in this club that I used to use in my 917.
Yes.
So we're going to do a quick, I've got Titleist to send me the hazardous smoke in a 60 stiff, 6.0, okay? But in the standard length for the new TS3, which is longer. I have no problem using longer length shafts through history of hitting clubs. This is a Crossfield shaftoid video, Matthew. Oh, even the doll's interested in this one. So I'm going to hit a series of shots TS3, but with this short shaft, and I'm going to show you the difference between the data between the two shafts. I don't even know what's going to come out of here. Do you know what's going to come out, I
don't, but you could have a guess on what.
I'm guessing I will be a yard longer with the longer shaft.
Yeah, I think.
Or I reckon I might, even if I'm not a yard longer or two, because obviously strike's going to override this length. I don't think I'll see a difference in deviation. And to be honest with you, going in, I don't care if I see a difference in deviation because I know I can handle that length of shaft.
Yeah.
So if I don't hit fairway with that one and do with this one today, that would never affect my buying premises because I know that's me.
Yeah.
But I feel like I might get 1 to 2 mile an hour club head speed extra out of that.
Yeah. That's
regardless what numbers come out.
Yeah.
And that let's say it's 2 mile an hour club head speed. If it is, that gives me the potential of 6 to 7 extra yards.
Yeah.
Which I'll happily take.
Thank you very much.
It's longer shafts. Shaft boy. I think it's interesting that I didn't notice I was using a shorter shaft. I guess you just get used to what you're gaming, don't you?
Yeah.
But I notice it now. Now I'm holding it. I think, yeah, it does feel a bit shorter actually. It does feel.
But that was a standard shaft last.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they've just gone long again, haven't they?
And you'll see the numbers. I'm getting my 262. So I would have, when I got fitted for this, and gamed it, I'd have gone 262. And I'd gone, yeah, I'd gone great.
Yeah.
Or like I would have gone 264 or 265, which I think I did when I first, because it was that fraction faster. But I just thought, it's 3 yards. That's just me hitting a few good ones at that time.
Yeah.
I'm happy that it's in where I want it to go. So if we look at those numbers, that was 4 pretty okay to decent hits, averaging 259, spinning at 2.1, longest out there at 261, which came up on the screen down on the ground at 262, because there's always a rounding up and down between this and the actual machine. Launching at 14, decent numbers. So let's see if we can get an equivalent hit with the longer shaft and see what difference it makes. So this is 45 and a half, I think, is standard now, isn't it?
Yeah, and yours is 45, I guess.
I reckon mine was actually 44 and a half. Maybe not. Maybe it is.
Yeah, put the hotels together.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. It's,
Ooh.
3/4, maybe an inch.
Yeah. Yeah, it probably is an inch.
Yeah, I would say it is. With obviously, as soon as you put a grip on, you took the grip off, so I reckon you'd be an inch there. Very close to. What's interesting as well, and if you feel this, because you've obviously used short length drivers and what have you, a longer driver to me feels more drawing.
Does it?
Yeah, it feels more like I'm going to do this way.
Yeah.
And obviously the lie of this club now has instantly changed.
Yeah, toe up more.
Where when I was a bit shorter, and I was definitely more on a fade spectrum with that club.
Yeah.
That I was trying to draw it. It's so hard to tell though when you're not playing like over winter. because it's like you don't know what's you and what you don't know what reality is really, do you? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All you know is it's cold and wet. Raining again? Yep, of course. .262.
Line ball.
262. That's 269.
Line ball.
There's more potential. Oh, that could go on. So look at the potential and club head speed, averaging 106 to 104. Highest at 107. So it gives me more potential.
Yeah.
In to out was not less than a degree different. Face was a little bit more open, but then it was a little bit more toed up.
Yeah.
Loft was the same. Angle of attack was the same. So delivery numbers pretty good, apart from that added club head speed potential, which is kind of what I would expect from a longer lever. And then we see it in ball speed as well on an average 151 to 149. So 2 mile an hour ball speed, which is going to be a potential 6 to 7 yards. On this case it's average 3, but then my furthest is 268 with the longer shaft, which I feel I would really have to go for it with the short one to get that. I reckon I could get one, but I'd have to really go for it. It's a no-brainer for me. I've got no problem with the feel of the length of this shaft. I actually feel like it plays into the kind of shape shot I want to see more, which is that slight draw.
Yeah.
I like the black going, or the grey going into the black. It's all about the colour for me. And why would I, of anyone, give away the potential of 2 extra mile an hour ball speed?
Exactly. I think if you are going to game potentially, not all the time, day to day,
yeah.
Why would you give that up?
100%.
In any case.
Yeah.
Especially when you've got all the control that your other one's got.
Yeah. Well, the thing is as well for me, which I think people then sometimes misread in these videos. So I've got a carry of 265 now. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm still going to not make it, but I'm going to make it in one of the goes.
Yeah.
And I'm making it in none of the goes in the other one. So at 265 carry, we're playing those tour pros, and they're going over the water on that first.
Yeah.
This gives me the option to at least have a go. I know it's 1 in 4 or 2 in 10 or 2 in 20. Mm-hmm. I would know that, but the option is there if I want to take it.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, 9 times out of 10 I won't. So the extra length's making no difference because I'm still going to pat.
Yeah.
But the fact that it's there and I know I can use it on the odd go if everything else falls into place, that's powerful for me. And when I say powerful, it's a bit misleading. It ain't going to really make much of a difference. It might just make the difference on that one occasion.
Might make you pitch on the upslope.
Yeah.
And then it makes no difference.
Yeah. Well, that's exactly right. But if control's there, I mean, I would just go as long as I could. I've always said that.
Yeah.
It was a bit of my laziness to really think about my equipment that much. That I should have really realised that quicker.
Yeah.
Thanks, Yost. By the way, Yost, your driver is standard length, so you can probably stop going on at Liam now. Oh, my driver's effing not effing long enough, someone told me, Liam.